It discovered that Dr. Money had continued to publicize his case as a success. Proof that you could raise a boy as a girl.
I was appalled, disgusted and angry when I heard about it. Because it was nothing further than the truth.
You're a cute little boy.
3 decades after this misguided experiment began.
To prevent others being traumatized in the same way, David persuaded Brian to go public with him and speak about their ordeal.
David said we have to do this and stop Dr. Money from doing what he's doing. He's ruined our lives. We can't let him ruin any more. So Brian agreed.
The experiments that he made us do, going into sexual positions with no clothes on, and taking pictures of us, how degrading for a 7-year-old.
But once the documentary was broadcast, Brian's mental health deteriorated.
David used to come here quite often, bring him flowers, and I guess I don't know exactly what he talked about, but he came here and he talked to him quite a few times. It must have been at least 4 or 5 times a week.
Brian's death affected all aspects of David's life, even the parts that he'd been happy about.
Dave had a lot of time on his hands, and he got into deep thinking.
A catalogue of disasters befell him.
First his brother died, whom he grieved over terribly. Then he made a very bad investment where a man absconded with the money. That was quite a lot of money. And he couldn't find a job. He was 38 years old. Who's going to hire you at semi-skilled work?
Finally, all these problems affected his marriage.
I needed some separation time. I knew that we needed separation time. And I remember telling him, you know, I said, I love you. I said, I'm not asking for divorce. I said, but separation time, I think we need it, so.
He cried on his friend's shoulder for about 3 or 4 hours. And he says, I can't make my wife happy. My wife I just can't make her happy.
On May the 4th, 2004, 38-year-old David Reimer left his parents' house for the last time. David took a shotgun with him and killed himself. After David died, there was an outcry.
The case, it was too beautiful for him to let go of it, and I think that was unethical behavior on his part.
Horizon asked Dr. Money to participate in this documentary, but he declined. His former student, Richard Green, argues that Dr. Money did the best he could in an era when we knew less.
With the benefit of hindsight, based on what we knew at the time about how you become male or female or boy or a girl, with the advantage of hindsight, knowing the difficulties, to say the least, of creating a penis surgically. The decision that John Money made at the time was the correct one, and I would have made the same one at that time.
What we do know is that Dr. Money's theory that it is possible to raise a boy as a girl does not seem to hold true for most children. Nature, as far as gender identity is concerned, cannot be overridden by nurture. Above all, this is a cautionary tale. This is what can happen when science pursues a beautiful theory with scant regard for the human cost.
You're always going to see people that are going to say, well, the Dave Reimer case could have been successful. I'm living proof. And if you're not going to take my word as gospel, because I have lived through it, who else are you going to listen to? Who else is there? I've lived through it. Is it going to take somebody to wind up killing themselves, shooting themselves in the head for people to listen?